I'm Scott Reynolds from Pewter Report, and welcome to Bucs Brightside, where I inject some pewter positivity into your veins about the latest Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, win or lose each week. It's another win for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who stole the 49ers gold on Sunday, because that's what pirates do. They steal gold and plunder. All right, there are enough golden nuggets to talk about from this week's win, and we'll count all the gold in just a few moments. But first, a reminder, hit the thumbs up button on this video, give it a like, also leave a comment. Love reading your comments, especially the good ones. And when you do those two things, it helps us with the YouTube algorithm, gets us in front of more awesome Bucs fans like you. Also, visit pewterreport.com, our website, and Pewter Report TV, our YouTube channel. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 22,000 subscribers, thanks to you. Okay, the number one positive thing about Sunday's win over the 49ers is the fact that they're 5-1, and they've only lost one game. And they're on top of the NFC South and the entire NFC. I mean, even Yaya Diaby knew this. He could feel it on Sunday. That's why he's got the number one up. The Tampa Bay would capture the number one spot in the NFC with the win, and they did. And also, thank you to Kansas City for beating the Detroit Lions. That also helped out. Diaby not only had one sack against Mac Jones, but he had two on the day. That's his second multi-sack game against San Francisco in his career, and he now leads the Bucs with 3 sacks this year. But it wasn't just Diaby who was rushing the passer well. On Sunday, Todd Bowles' unit had a season-high 6 sacks, and now they've got like 16 on the year. Elijah Roberts and Vita Vea split a sack, and so did Hassan Reddick and C.J. Brewer. Everybody was sharing and caring. Old man Levante David had a sack and a forced fumble. And so did Jamel Dean. Dean returned to action on Sunday and got his first career sack and forced a fumble, and then got his second interception of the year later in the game. Let's not make a scene, but it's Jamel Dean on top of the Pro Football Focus cornerback grades through week 6. That's right. Jamel Dean is Pro Football Focus's top-rated cornerback in the NFL right now. I mean, should the Bucs re-sign this guy? Jason? Mike? Jason? Mike? Kudos to Todd Bowles and his defense for putting the clamps down on Christian McCaffrey. The Bucs held him to just 3.2 yards per carry on the ground and a pedestrian 57 yards through the air. McCaffrey wound up with just over 100 total yards and a rushing touchdown, but he wasn't the butt killer that he's been in years past. And kudos to Servancier Dennis for 7 sure tackles on the day. He's playing a lot better over the last couple of weeks. Cornerbacks Jacob Parrish and Kendall Vildor also had really good games on Sunday. It'd be great if Kendall Vildor could find some new cleats, though. Stay on his feet. He would have had a pick 6 if that was the case. You know, I hope that the Coach Bowles celebrated Sunday's win with some cookies and milk. And don't think I'm making fun of Todd here either. Todd doesn't drink, except milk. Seriously, he does. And he loves cookies. He'll tell you that. Todd needs a Chips Ahoy endorsement deal the way the season's going, people, especially if the Bucs keep winning, right? Now let's talk about the offense. Speaking of endorsements, I totally forgot. This episode of Bucs Brightside was brought to you by the wide receiving duo of Johnson & Johnson. Both Cam and Tez were getting open and scoring their first NFL touchdowns of their careers, while Emeka Egbuka was nursing a sore hamstring that kept him out of action for about a half. Cam led the way with 4 catches and 64 yards, while Tez Johnson made a diving catch on a 45-yard bomb from Baker Mayfield. Then he did this crazy backflip that got all the Bucs fans excited, and he thought that the MVP chant was for him. Silly rookie. It was for Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield's stock for the NFL MVP award just continues to rise, right? I mean, he has got to be in the lead for that. I mean, he had an improbable 15-yard scramble on a 3rd and 14, escaping the clutches of not just one 49ers pass rusher, but 2. That play had to have helped. all over social media. Such a fun play to watch from the league's most fun player to watch right now, Baker Mayfield. Oh, and the fact that Baker also added 2 more touchdowns and avoided the interceptions again. Now he's got 12 touchdowns on the year, only 1 interception. That helps too. And kudos to rookie play caller Josh Grizzard for Tampa Bay's offense scoring 30 points or more for the second week in a row. The Bucs offense now ranks 6th in the league in scoring with 27.5 points per game. That's really good. Other NFL teams are going to take note. Uh-oh. Stay away from our offensive coordinator. You already got 2 in Dave Canales and Liam Cohen. Grizz is a really good play caller. And do you want to know what the definition of a really good play caller is? It's being unpredictable. Listen, up in the press box, and I get paid to watch football for a living. I've done this for 30 years. I have no effing idea what Grizz is going to call on a down-to-down basis. And I love it. Don't you? And kudos to running backs Rashad White and Sean Tucker, who scored touchdowns on the game to help the Buccaneers beat the 49ers 30-19. And you know what? You know what else was good? There was not a wild, furious finish, right? So I think Buccaneer fans' blood pressure maybe didn't rise as much in the fourth quarter as it had for, I don't know, the entire season prior to Sunday's game. I also want to give a shout out to the offensive line. Thought they did a really good job as well, especially Charlie Heck. Way to go, Charlie. I'm trying to pump Charlie up because he's going up against Detroit's Pro Bowl pass rusher Aiden Hutchinson on Monday Night Football next week. And we know what happened last time Hutchinson played against a reserve right tackle. It wasn't pretty. So everybody on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go, Charlie. All right. That's all the Pewter positivity I have for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this Bucs Brightside video as much as I have. The Buccaneers turned the 49ers into the 4-2ers, and they improved to 5-1 themselves. Hopefully, this Bucs Brightside video has improved your day and your life. Well, you can help improve our numbers as we climb to 22,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, Pewter Report TV. So get over there, hit the subscribe button. It's free. You can also give us money if you want. Hit the join button. And there are plenty of options where you can just send money to us. We love that too, in the form of being a Pewter Report TV channel member. But we have a ton of great Bucs video content over there that's free. So check it out, Pewter Report TV. Also, follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram at Pewter Report, and visit our website, pewterreport.com, where we have all of the breaking news, injury reports, transactions, game coverage. I've got 3 columns over there doing a weekly basis. SR's Fab 5 on Fridays, and then 2 on Monday, the Bucs mailbag, as well as my 2-point conversion column, which is my post-game column. So hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll be back soon, well, next week with the new Bucs Brightside.